I want to talk about one more thing before I kind of wrap up the conversation. If you wanted to talk about it, because you mentioned about on your Instagram about jumping on HRT,
Uh-huh.
which I think is a very important conversation to have because there's a lot of opinions out there on it. So,
Hmm.
obviously you don't have to share your opinion, but I would just like to know what your experience has been. I watched the video on the internet that you posted about, how you started it, the whole story. So if you want to share that, I'd love to hear it just to kind of put that out there for people that may be in a similar situation and are feeling confused.
Yeah, yeah. I'm an open book, so I love to share. But um I just turned 45. So I think it was over. I've been taking HRT for over a year, like a little over a year. But my biggie was I would have these like severe night sweats. I didn't ever have hot flashes during the day, but it'd be like this night sweat where like my PJs and my sheets were soaked. Like your wife would know after you have a baby, you have these bad night sweats. So I knew like right after you've had the baby, like the first week or whatever. So I kind of knew that's the only time I've ever had it, and I'm like, so it must be hormonal. Like it was like every time I had a period, I had these horrible night sweats. So I started, that was kind of my main, and my periods were worse, like bad cramps and just a lot worse than they usually were. So I talked to my OBGYN and I did some research, of course. I know there's a lot, um, that all the studies with like early 2000s, like my mom was one of those where everybody just cold turkey quit taking it because they said it caused breast cancer. Any estrogen causes breast cancer and all this stuff. And so everybody, they put the black box warning on everything, and my mom actually felt really good, and then she everybody cold turkey got off of it, and then she had a horrible menopause situation. So I know it's early. I'm only 44. I think average menopause is like 50ish, 55, but perimenopause is usually starts 10 years before that. So really, like even at 35 you could start having some perimenopause symptoms. So I don't know if that even had to do with my insulin resistance, because I was like a healthy weight and eating Whole 30, and I had insulin resistant blood
Mm.
sugar levels. So anyway, so I don't, I'm no, I'm all over the place, but so anyway, so I talked to my OBGYN, and I take progesterone as a pill. I take 200 milligrams. That's the lower end of progesterone before bed, and it makes me sleep amazingly. And I wasn't sleeping great either. Like I sleep like a baby. So that's huge because like if you don't sleep, it kind of messes everything up.
Everything, yeah.
And then I have an estrogen patch, which is really low. It's like 0.25. It's one of the lowest. Because I'm still cycling by myself. Like I haven't missed any periods. I'm only 45. But it's a little sticker, and I actually put it on my butt cheek, and you change it every few days. It's like a little sticker. So anyway, it's been working for me. I have zero night sweats. I think it's really helped. Now, like the brain fog, I feel like that hasn't gotten better. I do kind of have a brain fog thing situation. Um, I think so. I don't think it's like a magic pill for everybody. That's where I'm like, do your due diligence, talk to
Hmm.
your doctor. Not all providers, have the same opinion. I'm not on testosterone, but I have good energy, and I'm not sure that I need that yet. But I'm just kind of trial and error. But what's tricky is, um, if a doctor just goes by like your blood levels, if you just get it drawn, well, perimenopause, it's all over the place anyway, so that isn't helpful. Like your estrogen could be low or high, and your progesterone could be low or high just depending on the day. So there's really high swings with progesterone and estrogen when you're in perimenopause. So it's not really helpful to do blood work. So I'm thankful that my doctor, she delivered all three of my babies, and she's like, I started on this when I was 43, and this is what I think you should do. And I did all the research about like the bone health, heart health, osteoporosis, and just all of those benefits too. So that was part of it. But that's why I'm taking it as a preventative measure. Anyway, but she did prescribe it with my symptoms. And so like some doctors, don't care about what your blood work is. It's literally just symptoms.
Mm.
And so she gave it to me. So I'm thankful, and I'm liking it. So far so good. I don't think it's magic. You still have to do the main things like eating, taking care of yourself, exercise, eat your protein, sleep enough, walk. I mean, all the things. I know it can be exhausting, but I feel like I was already doing all the like general to be
Yeah. Oh,
healthy things I could do. And I'm like, well, now what is this? Like, so anyway, so I'm taking it now, and I think I'll get my blood drawn again, next time I go. But I mean, I think I'm good with what I'm doing for
right.
a while, I
So,
think.
so let's say, like, is the next level up to to go on testosterone? Is that
I
the
think it can be, yeah. And I think
right?
the big testosterone thing is if like you're gaining weight, or I think like you have no sex drive. I mean, there's different reasons, or you're exhausted or something like that. But I think I know a lot of people are worried about like gaining weight taking estrogen. I must say, I have not gained. I weigh the same, but I do feel like I have a little bit more of a pooch, but that doesn't bother me. Like I like the benefits. But then it's crazy because I've had two people in the last week ask what I've done because I've lost weight. And I'm like, I weigh this, I always weigh the same. I don't know if my body fat's lower, or I'm just getting old and I have less fat in my face. I don't know, but I weigh the same. So it did not make me gain weight or lose weight, the HRT. So that, I think some people are scared of it because of that.
Mm-mm.
But I think, I've only seen benefits. I haven't seen anything negative personally with taking it. So, but of course, yeah, do your research. I read the New Menopause book. That's what it's called, the New Menopause. And that was really helpful just to like have questions and feel like knowledgeable of what you should ask your doctor.
Mm.
So I think that's helpful.